Home Affairs Director General Mukasele Apleni has clarified that Atul Gupta is a South African citizen, as well as his brother Rajesh. The third Gupta brother, AJ, however, is not a South African citizen. The confusion regarding Atul Gupta's citizenship was caused by Home Affairs Minister Malusi Gigaba in Parliament on Tuesday when he denied that Atul was a South African citizen.
There was no favouring of the family. The department followed the law to the letter and ensured that none of the prescripts of our law is undermined maliciously by the department itself in collusion with the applicants.
Apleni clarified mistaken statements made by Gigaba that Atul Gupta was not a South African citizen. On to health trends dominating social media conversation. The World Health Organization has described the outbreak of Listeriosis in South Africa, in which 180 people have died, as the largest ever recorded globally. Shares in food company Tiger Brands plunged on Monday after the company's factory that makes processed meat was identified by government and health authorities as the source of the outbreak. Neighbouring countries Botswana and Zambia have also recalled products from South Africa as a precautionary measure. At least 5 people are confirmed to have died from human rabies in South Africa since December. Rabies is a disease which can be contracted from domestic animals through open wounds on the skin. The National Institute for Communicable Diseases says rabies is 100% fatal but can be prevented. 5 of the reported rabies deaths involve patients from Limpopo, Mpumalanga, the Eastern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal. Moving on to crime news. Police have launched a manhunt for a large group of suspects involved in a brazen robbery in Randburg in the north of Johannesburg. One of the armed robbers was shot and killed during a shootout with security guards. Traffic surrounding businesses and a school all ground to a halt. E-hailing service Taxify says no drivers should be subjected to the violence endured by Siyabonga Nkobe. The 21-year-old was burnt to death in the boot of his Taxify vehicle in Arcadia, Pretoria. In another incident, a car was burnt outside the Pretoria Hotel in what is also believed to be part of a Taxify Uber meter taxi war. Well wishes are pouring in for South African triathlete Mkhlengi Gwala after he was brutally attacked in Durban. Gwala was attacked by 3 men while training near the University of KwaZulu-Natal's Howard College campus. He has represented South Africa twice in international events and will now be unable to participate in the South African Triathlon Championships in Bloemfontein in 2 weeks' time. To international conversation. The world marked International Women's Day under the theme Push for Progress. On the same day, UN Women released a report examining the gaps in implementing the Sustainable Development Goals. This as the World Bank warns that at the current pace, it will take 100 years to achieve equality between men and women. And finally, the movie Nxeba, The Wound will return to local cinemas after an agreement in the High Court in Pretoria to drop a temporary X18 rating on the film. The controversial film will return to cinemas on Friday with an 18 sex, nudity and language warning rating. The producers went to court after the Film and Publications Board rating put the film in the same category as pornography. Meanwhile, the Film and Publications Board has declined to comment on the unbanning and say they are waiting for the outcome of the next court proceedings on the 28th of March. For SABC News in Auckland Park, I'm Nina Oosthuizen.